Hello, I'm Carol from Fuel for Life, and I'm here with Katrina. This video is the first in a series called Eat Your Greens, and today we are learning how to chop our vegetables.
We put this video together because some Fuel for Life clients admit that it takes them way too long to prepare their vegetables, and so sometimes they end up relying on unhealthy takeout meals.
And you know, Katrina, they probably don't know that there's a technique to it.
Well, there is, and with some practice, chopping your greens does not have to be such a pain.
And as you know, you should be eating tons of vegetables every day, so after seeing this video, you won't have any excuses.
First, let's take a look at how to hold the knife. You want to give it a handshake. Nice and firm, not too tight, with your index and your thumb on the blade like this. Not back here and not on top like this. This is the best way to hold the knife. Now, what's your other hand doing? It's staying out of the way while it holds the food. And you do this by curving your fingers over it, keeping the fingertips tucked under and away from the blade, and your pinky and your thumb tuck in behind. With your knife up against your knuckles this way, you always know where the knife is, and also your hand is helping to line up the knife so that each piece is the same size. So instead of chopping around randomly, we're going to work with the curve of the blade to make everything smoother and more efficient. And the key to this technique then is sliding the knife back and forth, just like this. I don't want the carrot rolling around while I'm practicing. There we go. So here's the technique. With my hands in place, my knife up against my knuckles, I put the tip of the knife down on the board, and as I raise the knife, I come back, then I slide through the carrot as I come forward. At the end of the motion, I lift the back of the knife, and as I'm coming back, I scoop my fingers back a little bit and then slide through the carrot. Come back with my fingers and slide through. The more you practice this technique, the more natural it will feel, and you'll get faster as you get more comfortable with it. Remember, your fingers are guiding the knife, and we've just done some fine slices. Using the same technique, I will chop the pepper a little bit more widely, turn the pieces 90 degrees, and chop through again, and I get larger chunks this way. Chopping herbs can take a second step depending on how fine you want them. So I'll start with the technique I just showed you. Oh, this is cilantro. It smells wonderful. But I want it a little bit more fine than this. So I will put the tip of the knife on the board, put my fingers on the end of the knife, and I'm going to use an up and down chopping motion while pivoting around the point of the knife like this. You can see that some of the cilantro is more finely chopped than other parts, so I will use the knife to scoop everything back into a pile and keep chopping. And I just repeat this, more chopping and scooping back into a pile until everything is as finely diced as I want it to be. Okay, and just one quick bonus before Carol gets back. The way I was cutting the carrot before, I got a shape like this. That was by cutting across the carrot. But by simply changing the angle of the knife on the carrot, where everything else stays the same, I get pieces of a different shape. And that can be a little bit of fun in your salad. I know it might seem overwhelming, but if you practice this every day while you eat your greens, you'll get faster and it will get easier and easier.
And once you get really skilled, you'll be able to chop and have a conversation like Katrina. This is really impressive.
But you shouldn't take your eyes off the carrot until you feel comfortable.
So thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for our next video where we'll put these skills to use making a very special kale salad with roasted pumpkin seeds and a lemon garlic vinaigrette.